In this video, I'm going to answer the question, why do fish get swollen stomach and suddenly die? Because this is very complicated and it is causing a lot of death in fish farms. But many beginners and even experienced farmers do not know what actually caused that. And that suddenly can make you lose a lot of fish at a time. So that's what we are going to talk about. We shall look at the causes of this disease, how to prevent them, and when it happens, how do you then take care of that, or how do you solve it? Please, if you are new to this channel, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. All we do is this channel to share fish farming tips based on our experience and research. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing and let's dive in details. To summarize the entire thing, the fish, especially catfish, get big stomach, that swollen stomach, and die. It is as a result of undigested feed, or let's say constipation, and that can also cause by poor water quality. Now I'm going to break down into several causes, how to prevent them, and when it happens, how do you tackle or solve it. The first thing is overfeeding. Overfeeding your fish can lead to swollen stomach, because when you overfeed your fish, they are not able to digest the feed properly. And when you overfeed the fish, it can be in so many forms. When you frequently feed your fish, it can be overfeeding. For instance, when you feed your fish in the time, let's say in the morning, and then in the afternoon, you have not given the fish enough time to digest the previous feed, and you feed them again. They have not digested the previous meal and they've eaten again. This can lead to swollen stomach. So overfeeding your fish is one of the issues. Or you give them the feed more than necessary, and they are not able to take all the feed, or they have taken over that they are not able to digest. They can get swollen stomach. And to have this, make sure that to do it well, feed them in the responsive feeding manner. Give them small at a time, or they how they feed. When they're okay, they will leave them. And make sure that you do not feed them too frequent. So when you bring your fingerlings or your juvenile, if they're still fingerling, you can feed them 3 times daily, morning, afternoon, evening. But make sure that you give them small, so that they can digest. When they grow to jumbo and above, feed them twice a day, morning and evening. Then you can give them enough break for them to digest. That's one aspect. Another major causes is low quality feed. Low quality feed in the sense that if the feed has very low fiber, especially fish when they are smaller, that's when they are prone to that. Even when they are big, they have swollen stomach. But when they are smaller, that's when it happens more. Because at that time, their digestive system is not that strong. So they need feed with high fiber where they can digest it easily. In a situation where the feed has low fiber, or the digestion of the feed is very low, and you give that feed to them, they will not be able to digest it well, and then they'll have swollen stomach. So make sure that your feed that you are giving them is of high quality and have high digestion fiber in it, especially when they are small fingerlings, juvenile, or jumbo. Then they can always able to digest. The third thing which is causing that is poor water quality. When the water has high ammonia, low dissolved oxygen, and other parameters not accurate, that quality of the water, because it is low, is weakening the immune system of the fish. Remember, when there's a high quality water and the fish are in there, they're able to have strong metabolism. And when they release the earlier feed, then they eat more feed and they digest it. But situation where the water quality is low dissolved oxygen, high ammonia, these things, it will weaken the immune system of the fish. They will have low metabolism. And for that matter, when they take in feed, their digestion become weaker. And that's when you see their stomach swollen and subsequently die. So make sure that you have good water quality in your pond. Other causes could be infections. So infection or fungi can also cause the big or the swollen stomach of the fish. Now, one of the causes is also internal organ damage. There could be a damage of their internal organs, their intestines, that can lead to poor digestion. So all these are boiling down to poor digestion. So when that happens, they will not be able to digest the feed properly, and they'll have big or swollen stomach. Sometimes what also causes the swollen stomach is excessive gas or bubbles. When you have too much excessive gas or bubbles in your pond, this could be bad aeration practice. That can also lead to swollen stomach because the bubbles can also affect them. So make sure that when you are aerating your pond, you aerate it in the best possible manner so that you will not have excessive bubbles that can also cause that. Now, what or how do you identify this or these symptoms or this disease? What are the symptoms? First of all, when you notice that the fish have swollen stomach, big stomach, and this can happen either you find it dead and you are fruit and you pick it and you find out that, then there's indication. When you also see the fish just on the surface, they don't want to go inside the pond. Even when you are around, you are serving them, they are not, they are just on the surface. Try to pick some and check their stomach. So on the surface is also indication that they have this. Now when you notice these signs, and the major is the swollen stomach, now how do you treat it? Before we go to how do you treat it, how do you prevent it at all? To prevent this from happening, make sure that you feed your fish in the right manner. Use the responsive feeding method. Feed small at a time or they hard to feed. So avoid overfeeding. Secondly, make sure that you have good and better water quality management. If you don't have filtration system or irrigation system, you can have that, and that can help you. And that's why we have RAS system, where you can check it on the description and you can enroll yourself and learn it how to build it yourself. You can also have this. This is aquaponics. Like I told you, we are going to have more videos on that. We are currently building aquaponics. This is aquaponics. So this is also filtering the water, adding more water quality. Now it will filter the water, and the water, good water, will return back into the pot. And you also have your crops growing on it. So you are killing several birds here with one stone. We have dedicated video on that. This is also one of managing your water quality. Apart from this, you should also make sure that you provide best quality feed for your fish. Feed that they can easily digest. Don't give them wrong size feed which they will have difficult digestion. Now, having done this, you will prevent it. But when it happens, how then do you solve that? You notice that your stomach of the fish are swollen and they are dying. How do you solve that? First of all, if you can isolate the set fish and treat them, that's fine. But if it is almost all the fish or common in the fish, treat them as general. But one, avoid overfeeding 24 hours to 48 hours. Do not feed the fish. Leave them to digest all the feed they have there, their stomach. If you keep giving them feed, it will be difficult for them to digest, and that will be difficult. So avoid feeding them from 24 to 48 hours. Also, add ionized salts, that's salt solution, or add salt to the pond. That can also aid in the digestion system and also increase their immune system to digest the feed. Also, make sure that you have aeration working perfectly. If you don't initially, make sure you provide good aeration, good water quality management, like a recycled water system, and you are good to go. If you do this, you are going to have that problem solved. Now, if you have done all this, then you'll be rest assured that your fish stomach will come to normal and everything will normalize, and then they will keep growing again. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.